Welcome to the new studio. It is now complete. It's in the garage. We've got the LEDs up there, we've got the Rode microphone in, we've got the newer ring light, and we've got those LEDs that I don't recommend. £8 USB, rubbish, don't buy them. But I've got them on the back of the studio. I haven't had a shave today. I haven't even washed my hair. Long story short, I put the water on this morning, went upstairs, had a cup of tea, blah 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 blah, spoke to my son, all that sort of rubbish. And then when it came to me running the bath, I ran it and there was no hot water. Somebody had switched off the hot water. No prizes for guessing who. Anyway, that's all sorted. That was all this morning. So I had a quick bath in about 3 inches of lukewarm water, but I didn't have a shave this morning, didn't wash my hair. We ordered 3 of these. They're USB LED light strips, like the ones that you can see behind. We assumed that you'd be able to have all 3 set at different colours. Well, that's not the case. You can't. Although you get a remote with every one remote switches everything on, switches everything off, and changes every colour. So we've got them stuck at the back now, all 3 of them. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Personally, I wouldn't recommend them. We are using them because, to be honest, they were really cheap. They were £8 each, and I can't be bothered to send them back. Love it. Another thing I love. Hello. The things you do when you're recording. Let's see what this does. I've just bought a skipping rope. I haven't got it with me now. It's in the conservatory. I was just practicing just to see if I've got enough space to skip in here. I think I have. I'm going to try Autopilot today in the Tesla, and we're just going to go along the A358 and just have a play. And one thing I want you to bear in mind is that if you set Autopilot when you're in the middle of the lane, then it won't swerve. So many people on all the forums say, oh, I'm not using Autopilot again. I engaged it and then I swerved left or I swerved right. Autopilot is going to place you in the centre of your lane. If you're to the left, it's going to swerve right. If you're on the right hand side of the lane, it's going to swerve left. There's no 2 ways about it. It's going to stick you in the middle of that lane. So if you engage Autopilot when you're in the middle of the lane, it won't swerve. Autopilot is basically made for dual carriageways and motorways, and you've got to be really careful if you're using it on anything else. Okay, so this is the A358 heading from Ilminster towards Taunton, and I'm going to engage Autopilot now. So if you engage it when you're sat in the middle of the lane, it's not going to swerve. It's only going to swerve if you engage it when you're at the left or the right hand side of the lane, because it wants you to sit in the middle of the car. It's the one you sit in the middle of the car. It wants you to sit in the middle of the lane. And that's how you need to treat Autopilot. You need to be ready to take control. don't engage autopilot when you're on a small road. If you've got no lines, or the lines come in and go out and, you know, stop and start, don't engage autopilot. It's not designed to be used on those sort of roads. Roads like this, dual carriageways, motorways, you will be absolutely fine with autopilot. As long as you're aware that, you know, you need to be in control. You need to be able to take control of that wheel and that acceleration and brake immediately. What do you think? I love the new studio. And Cheryl has been amazing. Cheryl has been really, really good helping kit out the studio and setting it up. We've got markers on the floor now where the tripod needs to be, where the microphone needs to be, where my table needs to be. Excuse me. Don't buy them. Now, just got a little bit of rain on the window. I'm hoping that the windscreen wipers will kick in a second. Since having the new windscreen, I think it comes in a little later. Initially, when I first got the car, there were windscreen wiper problems. There we go. It was too late before it kicked in. That's a lot better. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I wasn't sure whether maybe one of the sensors, one of the cameras up here, had got a little bit of dirt on it because it was heavily raining last night when I came home. But that's absolutely fine. Happy with that. The lights have come on as well. All automatic. Don't you just love it? Now, a lot of cars do this, auto windscreen wipers and automatic lights and all that. But in a Tesla, now this car's slowing down, he's going to take that right lane. I'll probably slow a bit more than I'd have wanted to. So I took control there. I just used the accelerator because I've got quite a few cars behind me. So I just used the accelerator there just to speed me up a bit quicker than the car would. I think that's one of the things that needs to be looked at. When a car is going away from a lane, when he's 3/4 out of your lane, my car should speed up to stop all the traffic behind clogging up. I'd be really interested to know how many people are experiencing phantom braking when they're on dual carriageways or motorways. Often, if you go under a bridge or you're heading towards a bridge and there's a shadow on the road, you'll get phantom braking there as well. But all these things I'm hoping will be rectified when the new Autopilot comes out. It's being totally rewritten, and I think Elon's saying that it's going to be ready for beta testing in 8 weeks, is it? What are we now? August, September, October. So I think towards October, November time, I think it's going to be beta tested. I think he's running the new system at the moment he's got a Model S, I think, with a super custom colour, and he says that he can get from home to the factory with almost no interaction. Now, this is where the lane is going to open up and it's going to plonk me in the middle of the lane, and then probably, see, I'm already in the middle of the lane. And it's not going to know what to do here. So it's going to put me in the middle. I'm going to disengage in there because it would have put me in the middle, and then eventually it would have stuck me in the right hand lane. Now, normally if I was driving myself I would use the right hand lane, but today, because we're just testing out Autopilot here, I'm not going to. So the car's slowing down, following the car in front. Now it's really busy here, so I'm going to go a secret way. I'm going to go down here. So I'm going to disengage Autopilot. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you for watching the video. Please do subscribe if you like the content. And if you are having phantom braking on a dual carriageway or a motorway, please do let me know in the comments below. The MacBook is in here. It is an old MacBook, and it's in here because I can take the card out of the camera, I can whack it in the MacBook, and I can see what I've recorded. The trouble is when I usually look at what I've recorded, I delete it because it's rubbish.